So I'm going to get to taste my first Dauphine breba. I could wait another day, but I get the feeling that an animal will get to it if I leave it too long. This one is enormous. I'm going to give you a weight on it in a second. Now I assume I'll get a little bit of sap. When it's this hard to remove, it's probably a little too early. So let's see. Just a tiny spot of sap, not much, so it was pretty much ready. Once the stem starts to dry out and there's no more sap flow, it's pretty close to ready. So that actually seems pretty good. One thing that I haven't tried this yet, but besides the size being extremely impressive, it really impresses me that we got 1.5 inches of rain yesterday and we got a lot of rain this week. And this is what the eye looks like. For a large breba, not to split it all like that or have any signs of splitting, it does have a little bit of a bird peck there, but that's pretty impressive for something this large to not have any splitting on it. So I will take it and get a quick weight and then cut it open. I'm going to let this one hang longer, which is what I would normally do with this one. And there's plenty more on the tree. There's also some main crop. I'm not sure if Dauphine ripens main crop. I know my other big breba producer, Desert King, does not. So, okay, I'm gonna put this guy on the scale and get a weight. I'm guessing now that I'm holding it, probably 68, 70, something like that. Ooh, that's close. Just about 70, 69.5 grams. The next one looks like it's gonna be a little bit bigger, so that's a good size breba. Okay, now it's time to cut it and give it a taste. All right, that does not look like what I expected. It is less ripe looking. It doesn't look great. It is very soft for how that thick white layer on the outside makes me think it's not fully developed. And it could just be a function of it being the first breba off this tree. So I'm gonna definitely let that next one go longer. But I'm not expecting this to be great right now. It does look okay in parts, but it looks like a fig that was picked too early. I can see a little bit of sap towards the edges, which means it's definitely too early. I'll probably let that other one go 2 more days at least. But let me give it a try anyway. Okay. It's not horrible, and it's not good. I would say it tastes very light, melony, a little bit of sweetness. Definitely not what I would expect, and definitely not what I would assume this variety is. So I'm probably not even going to post this video until I try another one off it, because that definitely wasn't ripe enough to make any kind of judgments on it. But it was a good size. There's a lot to it, but that one didn't taste great. We will see the next one. Okay, since the last Dauphine breba was way underripe, I let this one sit quite a bit longer. You can see the honey dripping from the eye, which is always a good sign. Started to shrivel a little bit and the neck got soft. So I will take off this organza bag. And it definitely is more ripe than the last one. Let's see if we can get the bag off without ripping it. There we go. The bag is off. And this one looks better. So the neck getting soft is always key. Last time I didn't wait quite long enough, and every variety is a little bit different. But I will definitely give this one extra time in the future. Okay, the stem is totally dry. So this one should be better. We will see. And the main crop. So after a little bit of discussion under the last post, this one should be a San Pedro, so the main crop shouldn't ripen on this one. They should drop off, similar to this little guy right here. They just fall off. But we still have some more breba on the other Dauphine. But I'm curious to try this one. It looks good. Feels about the same weight as the last one, which I think was somewhere 70 some grams, something like that. But believe it or not, even though they were similar ripeness, I gave this one, I think, 3 more days. And today was close to 100 degrees. So 3 more days of heat, and just to get it really ripe. All right, one more of the fig whole. This is the Dauphine breba. And this variety should not be ripening main crop, so the breba will be what I would grow this for. Even as ripe as it is, it still has quite a bit of white on the outside, so that might just be part of what this variety looks like. But I would expect this one to be much more sweet than the last one I tried. That wasn't quite ripe enough yet. Had a good amount of honey in it. It's very, very soft. Extremely soft. And I'm now going to give this one a try. It has quite a bit more of a yellow, a little bit of an amber, but mostly a yellow color on the inside than I expected. The crows they see the ripe fruit already. That is very sweet. That has a great flavor to it. That I'll be excited to get more of. For a breba, that has a lot of sweetness. A lot of sweetness, a lot of moisture. That's a good breba. Very good honey fig breba. So that's one I'll definitely be keeping.